Hello guys, it's your boy Kate. Welcome to my channel and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be previewing the second game week of the Premier League season for Arsenal away at Aston Villa, the Ops as I call them. Now if you're new or you're returning and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for helping me to get to 500 subs. Been chasing it for a long time now. We're on the road to 1k, so just hit that subscribe button, smash the like button down below and comment down below your thoughts, your predicted lineups and your feelings towards this game. So just entering this game, it's not going to be an easy fixture for Arsenal. Villa did take 6 points away from us last season, obviously 1-0 at Villa Park and then a 2-0 win within our title run-in the week before we played Bayern Munich. Obviously a devastating game, probably the game that threw away our league title mathematically in the end. Tough outfit, mid-blocks have always been something Arsenal suffer or struggle to break down and utilise their skill set and, utilise the weapons. It's something Mikel's kind of struggled with over the years to overcome. But I think this year feels different, it means different, and I think this game will be different considering the fact that the whole Arteta-Emery battle, the fact that they took 6 points away from us and kind of ultimately took a title away from us, and in both games it could be argued that Arsenal deserved to win, the amount of chances we created and just the lack of clinical finishing that we showed. So hopefully we can go there on Saturday evening, obviously all the lights and the eyes will be on us and give them a battering, give them a performance. So going into this game, I think that there's no team news. Obviously the only new news is that Mikel Merino has finally been signed from Sociedad. I think a full deal, an agreement of 37 million euros thereabouts, obviously with some add-ons included as well. So it will be interesting to see if he'll be registered in time to possibly make the squad for this game, and if he does, and if he is, will he feature at some point. But apart from him, I think Fabio Vieira may be back from his little niggly injury, and apart from that, I think it's only Tomiyasu and Tierney that's still injured, and potentially maybe Eddie Nketiah might not be on the bench because of his nearing move to Nottingham Forest after they're closing to agree a £30 million deal. So I think going there with all our weapons basically at our disposal, or all our Arsenal at our disposal, no pun intended again, I think we need to win this game. I think it's going to be a big game for Martinelli. I think with the space in behind that Villa are going to give us once they press up in our build-up, and just in general in settled defence, we need to utilise those balls in behind in pockets, which would have been nice to have a player like Mikel Merino acclimatised, but you still have the likes of Partey, Zinchenko, Odegaard, who should have the ability to play those passes in behind to the likes of Martinelli, and also Havertz, who obviously will be pulling the defence around but also making smart movement in behind. It will also be a big game for whoever plays in the 6. Is Mikel going to go with the Thomas Partey again, the similar lineup to last week, or is he going to put Declan Rice back in there and maybe put Kai Havertz in there just for the physicality, the off-ball running, and for Declan Rice to man that midfield, because they have Amadou Onana, sorry, my apologies. Quality midfield player, strong, powerful. They have got Morgan Rogers who operates in the central areas. May be hard for a player like Partey or Jorginho without the most mobility or being the most mobile type players. Morgan Rogers is very dangerous to watch them against West Ham, who's picking up a lot of the ball in a lot of central areas, driving, breaking their blocks, and it's something that we have to be wary of. Obviously Arsenal have way better defensive shape than West Ham, way more physical players, way more cohesion, but it doesn't mean that one player getting outmatched can't cause so much damage. So it will be interesting to see if Mikel would flex out his lineup, or would he go with the same lineup as he went last week. With Villa, obviously they're going to be in Champions League. They've brought a lot of players into their team. They had a tough game against West Ham last week. They got the 2-1 win in the end from Johan Duran, their bench striker. But they have a lot of new strikers, a lot of ball carriers as well. It's a very exciting team what Emery's building up there. And just to touch on that, just to go on this Emery-Arteta argument, which I don't even know why it's been displayed out about this kind of perspective and argument, or who's better, who's not better. One manager has been managing since 2004, one manager has been managing since 2019. So credit Emery, is a quality manager. He also managed Arsenal, and it's hard to compare his tenure at Arsenal, where he had a year and a half, compared to Mikel, who's coming up to 4 to 5 years now. But you can understand the difficulty in which Arteta's face and his whole tenure at Arsenal and where he's brought Arsenal to now, and to come to that final stage of winning the trophy. I don't even think if him winning the Premier League means he's definitively better than Emery because he's had a better body of work. I just think it's different situations, different circumstances. One probably will end up being a better manager when you compare the careers when it's all said and done. As of right now, Arteta is a better fit for Arsenal than Emery was ever for Arsenal, and he came at a harder time after Wenger left. And also, I think Emery does better in teams that have like a ceiling of expectation and, you know, breaking that ceiling and taking them further. And it all comes in terms of expectation of the fanship, of the media, of just the main scope of football for that club, and the pressure that comes with it. That is more pressure of managing Arsenal than getting Arsenal into a title running team and trying to win it, compared to Villa, who are always going to be shooting above their stars now, especially because they're in Champions League football. But other than that, he's a serial winner in the Europa League as well. Arteta's only won one trophy, but I think tactically, both on the ball, off the ball, I think Arteta's just a level above. Emery's still a magnificent tactician, but to manage a team where you have the best defense in the league, still have one of the best attacks in the league, consistently going against a team that is undoubtedly one of the best teams in history, Man City, you have to put some credit to that, and it being his first job as well. But moving on from that, just getting into my lineup for the game. I've been contemplating this for a couple of days because I was just watching Mikel's press conference, and he talked about how someone asked him if Timber going to start and stuff and such like, and he was saying stuff like, yeah, he's ready. He doesn't know if he's ready to start or if he's ready to impact the game, which made me think that means he might not start. And just our left back situation. So I'm just going to go based on my feelings and just how Mikel does things. And then I might give an alternative lineup at the end. So my lineup is going to be David Raya goal, similar to last week. Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Thomas Partey, Declan Rice and Odegaard, and then Kai Havertz, Saka and Martinelli. I was contemplating maybe this is a game for Calafiori to come in, being a bit better defensively with the dangerous players that Villa have in Leon Bailey and Morgan Rogers, such like. Put Calafiori in there, he's a bit more of a defender. Obviously, he still can bring us stuff in possession. But I think against a mid-block, I'm willing to give Zinchenko the chance. I'm not willing to chance in this game, but I'm willing to feel like he started the season so far well. He hasn't really done anything wrong. He's been very good in our in-possession game. And in the game where we need his sort of skill set in terms of playing those line-breaking passes and over-the-top balls in behind for Martinelli and Havertz, already having that chemistry as well, should we use Zinchenko? And the game where I feel like Arsenal will probably have a lot of possession as well, I think it'll be utilised. But yeah, so that's my team. But alternate team, I'll put Calafiori at left back, and maybe I could put Declan Rice back at the 6 and put Havertz in the left centre mid, and then put Jesus in the strike for similar to what Arteta did against Villa last season in the home game, where some will argue why did he change it, but I think in that first half we opened Villa like a door that was ready to be opened constantly. But we just couldn't finish because Havertz's run from deep, they couldn't really track it with that mid block. Jesus was pinning their defenders and dropping in, and so forth. Maybe you play Martinelli that game without a bit more, effectiveness and penetration in behind. But that's what I'm going with. And my score predictions for this game, I'm going to go over comfortable and humble 2-0. Last prediction, I went to 4-0. I thought Arsenal might come out, get some goals early, and that would be us. But you got to go early enough. But it was a difficult game in the really, and obviously Villa are harder opposition. Their first home game of the season, Villa Park's going to be rocking as well. But I think we'll do the business. And really, I want us to give them smoke, 4, 5, 6-0, stuff like that, because of the payback and just the pain and anguish they caused us last season. People bring up this argument saying, Emery got 2 wins over Arteta, and this nonsense. Like, just leave it there, man. Key players for this game, I think Thomas Partey, if he does start, has to have a quality game on the ball as he did in the first half, but he needs to bring that vertical passing with accuracy and just, unpressability. Same with Zinchenko, in the similar role that they might be doing in this game, given the fact that we might have that ball in the first phase. I need them to be decisive, to be innovative, and I need them to be precise with their passing. Other players, Martinelli, this is gonna be a game for him. Hopefully he can open his account. Still a lot of doubt going around him. I already made my video, you guys can check it out. I'll leave that link at the end of this video, but should have a good game. And all in all, just hopefully we get the 3 points to move on to the next game at home to Brighton before we enter 2 tough away games at Spurs and Man City. So it's going to be a tough game, the physical game, lots of Onana in the midfield, we've got McGinn, Ollie Watkins, quality striker, but I think we can get out of defence I think we need to give Emi Martinez some payback for some of the great performances he's had against us. And I think we just need to carry on, put that pressure on Man City. They got an easier fixture against Ipswich at home, which they should be taken care of. So we need to make sure that we get this win and make sure that at least we match them up before we face them in that head-to-head very early in the season. So that's my preview of the game. I think Arsenal should be winning comfortably. It won't be easy. Villa and Emery, that mid block, provide a very, very tough test for Arteta and Arsenal. But I think we have the tools, I think we have the motivation and the focus to take care of this business. And if we can get an early goal, something that we couldn't do last year at Villa Park, I think it might be a very, 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 very nice game for Arsenal. So it's been your boy Kate with another preview. Hit that subscribe button. As I said, I'm on the road to 1K, past 500 subs recently, so let's get me to 600 and then on the road to 1K. Smash the like button down below. Comment down below your predictions, your lineups, your thoughts going into this game, or just anything you want to discuss. Catch you guys in the next video. Speak soon.